everybody. This is the trail behind me. It is June 15th, 7:45. I've been hiking since just before 7, and I thought I was in trouble, but found a little snow runoff creek. So I just filled up. It's been insane. Yesterday I did the mountain scramble bushwhack that left me with those cuts. This morning I had to bushwhack my way back to the trail, and it was pretty tricky. And this is the trail now, so I'm gonna film as I go down. I've got my micro spikes on, and there's not a lot of people, so there's going through the section yet, so there's not a lot of footprints, and so a lot of the time it's a lot of route finding. So, but as you can see, it's pretty flat right now, so you have these really cool sections that are pretty easy, other than you have to figure out where you're going. I'm not on the PCT right now either. Apparently that section's much more technical and difficult. And so I'm on an old Forest Service road, or some kind of back road that hasn't been maintained in years, because there's sections where the overgrowth is just insane. But not as bad as what I went through. And I'm so glad that I have my pants covered in permethrin, because two things: the bushwhacking would have shredded me beyond belief, and the permethrin has saved me a little bit from the bugs. But I kid you not, like, there'll be 100 swimming around any exposed piece of skin at any given time if you're in the sun. That little stream was so nice because there was no bugs because it was still in the shade, so getting an early start this morning has really helped already. As you can see, it's mashed potatoes out here. I just put my micro spikes on, and I'm back on dry land. So it's kind of spikes are off, spikes are on. I went through a big section that was dry for probably a half a mile, and then went back in the snow. So I'm going to leave them on until I'm pretty certain that the snow's basically done. Because there's spots you can go through without the spikes. I could probably do this without the spikes, but I don't know what's past this, if I'm going to hit another big patch, and then I have to put them on again. So it just saves me the effort. But see, as you can see, it's pretty overgrown and buggy, but better than navigating through treacherous snow. Hey everybody, I'm just going to give you a shot of where I'm hiking. I'm the only one out here, for sure. Probably within a mile in any direction. Probably closer to 3 miles in any direction. That's behind me. It's so incredibly beautiful, but there's also a thunderstorm nearby, and the sky is kind of gross, and it's just quiet. I think the animals know. Look at how cool that moss is. Just old trees chilling. It's just crazy how quiet it is. So I'm gonna quit flapping my gums, and I'm just gonna let you listen. Might even hear some thunder. Feels good to be back. And I mean, look at this. Look at this scenery. You can't beat that. Hey everybody. So I just passed a fellow named Wes, and I have to talk about it. I should have got a picture, but I just felt that that might be rude. This guy has probably 80 pounds on his back, and that's his estimate, which I don't doubt it. The guy's walking around in Vans, tennis shoes, you know, no traction, no support, jeans, and a t-shirt and a cowboy hat. This guy's got a pack. It looks like a luggage. So Wes is walking around with an 80-pound pack. It looks like this monster suitcase. He's got a fishing pole that I can see, like a full tarp, like a ground tarp. I mean, this thing was down to like his butt, up over his head, just packed solid. And I really believe him when he says it's about 80 pounds. And he asked me, you know, how far to the next water, and I said, hey, I got about 3 miles. He was like, okay, cool. And it's a really cool source. That's where I took the last video, Rock Creek, with the big bridge. And I asked him, you know, do you have enough water? He's like, yeah, I got a gallon. He's just got a gallon strapped to the side of his pack. I was like, you know how much that weighs? He's like, yeah, 8 pounds. It's like you're insane. He started, I think, just a little bit south, and he's going up to the middle of Oregon. And I wish him the best of luck, but with a pack like that, and he was lugging around some like work boots too. I mean, he's got shoes on, he's got work boots in his pack. Like, what the hell is he doing? I mean, to each his own, and hike your own hike, but that guy is on another level. And here I am, struggling with a, you know, 30 to 40 pound pack, complaining about this and that. And that guy's just chugging along, man. That's kind of inspirational. I know he just started, but I'm gonna pretend that he can go the distance with that nightmare. So last night I wanted to do an extra 5 miles. Couldn't do it. My knees were really hurting. And so I stopped and I got some really good sleep. I was in bear country, but I just took the risk and I cooked up a meal and ate it in my tent, and then just made sure that everything was nice and clean and in the smell-proof bags. I just slept with everything in the tent, and everything was fine. But then this morning, I was coming around a switchback, and I never saw him, but he was close, and he just went running. It was a big bear, and you could hear him just tromping through the forest, just running around. I could see some of the branches shaking, so I think he was at a road, and then he heard me or saw me, and he went running. And then just a few minutes ago, I saw, it looked like a foxtail, but it's probably a coyote, maybe a fox. I heard coyotes a couple nights ago, so they're probably in the area, and just saw its tail as it was running. So I've had some near misses with some of the more rare wildlife. This should be Rock Creek I'm coming up on in the Burney Falls park area. I'm still probably about 2.5, 3 hours out from Burney Falls Park, and I'm gonna go in there, but I just thought that was amazing. Wow. Wow. That is Russian. Amazing. Just amazing. Whoa. Wow. This is just incredible. And then it goes all the way down. Wow. Wow. What a great time to be alive. I'm gonna trip and then go across this cool bridge and get me some water. It's beautiful out here. That's incredible. Hey buddy, here we go. If you'd like to read this, go ahead and pause. And here's the dam. Looks pretty full. There's some people fishing out there. Saw a couple cars just go by. Really cool. Wow. That's a lot of power. Very cool. Very cool. Alright everybody, I made it to Burney Falls. Just incredible. Alright, that's the trail behind me. It just got really hot, but I'm in the volcano section and coming up on the Burney Guest Ranch. I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. I think the hosts of this place, I mean it is business, but from what I've heard, very fair prices. They accommodate hikers to the extreme. And from what I hear is they do home-cooked meals, and they put that as part of like a camping package. So if you stay overnight, it's like 35 bucks. You get dinner, you get breakfast, you get a place to camp, laundry and showers, I think. So that sounds pretty good to me. And so I am hauling my little tushy there, trying to get there in time. Because even though I don't have a trail name, you can call me anything except late for dinner. Pretty nice field. Look at that. Oh, 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 oh. Whoop, whoop. And I'm crushing it. Sorry, field. I crushed its dreams. It was the field of dreams, but now they're crushed. Morning everybody. I guess it's still morning, feels like late afternoon. It's about, let's see, 9:30. She's 9:40. So I'm getting a late start. I was up at 5 this morning, but I stayed at the Burney, I believe it's Burney Mountain Guest Ranch or Burney Guest Ranch. Really cool little place. I got a home-cooked meal for dinner last night. I made it just in time. And I got a home-cooked meal for breakfast. I got a shower, like I said, a place to camp, free Wi-Fi, and I had a Gatorade, a soda this morning, and then I did a resupply for a couple days. Today is going to be brutally hot. It's brutally exposed, but I'm only doing 16 miles. And that's what I got to remind myself. And if I need to break during the day, find some shade, and just chill in the shade of a tree for a few hours, so be it. You know, I can hike late, just set up my tent and go to sleep. And I can just snack, put on the calories, and just relax in the shade. You know, I can take it slow as well. My pack's not too heavy. It's about, well, it's 16 miles to the next water source, which is where I want to camp. And I cameled up this morning. I'm already sweating, but cameled up. And in about 3 miles, I'm going to get to a fish hatchery. I'm already back in it. Body's back attuned to the trail. Back in shape. Did one of my longest days yesterday. Again, the terrain is very flat, so it makes a difference, and I got up really early. and was hiking before 7 a.m. But I also took 2 hours off at the falls. So, you know, I think what I want to do is start earlier, get to somewhere that's cool, and spend a good half hour, 45 minutes there, go swimming, or have lunch, or do some laundry and let it dry while I eat. Give myself more time to eat instead of trying to hike while I'm eating. Stop, take the pack off, stretch, eat. Manage my calories a little bit better. I mean, there's no race. And if I'm killing myself to get to a campsite by 4, I still got 4 hours of daylight. What am I going to do? You know, just sit around and get eaten by bugs. So I'd rather just take it slow, take my breaks, just chill, you know? So I'm on a bridge, and the water is rushing. It's pretty cool. Flows into the lake where there's some fishermen. Pretty cool. There's a fish hatchery up ahead, I believe. I'm gonna check my waypoint. Earlier I walked almost a mile in the wrong direction, so I'm gonna try to avoid that. And I think this might be my last water source for the next about 13 miles. And so I don't really want to miss it. Okay. That, my friends, is a bald eagle. America! Yeah! You can tell the white tail. I don't know if you can see the white head. But yeah, I saw one flying around yesterday, and now I just saw another one. So pretty cool seeing a symbol of America. Hey everybody. I am coming into the fish hatchery. Whoop. Cattle grate. So, guided tours, very cool. I'm just gonna wander around for a little bit. Here we go. There's Crystal Lake Hatchery. Cool. Seems like a nice little spot. Here's this, you can pause it and read about all the different trout species and all this information. I might come back and take a look at it. No fishing. Okay. So I'm gonna stop filming just because they said not to use electrical equipment. So I'm gonna turn my phone off and I'll catch you in the next one. You may hear that noise and think it's a rattlesnake. It is not. Some kind of locust or buggy bug. Mount Shasta behind. That's the trail. It's gorgeous. It's super hot though. You have a rough day and it turns into a good day. And then you have a rough day and it turns right back into a good day. It's just really awesome out here. And I wish you all the best as always. Hope you guys are finding happiness in what you're doing. Because I am happy right in this moment. And it feels really good. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey. And I will catch you in the next one. Don't get caught in a tornado. Tornado.